You have leads. Now, maybe not a ton of them, but you have some. Now, right now, some of those leads are living in your text messages, some are in your inbox, some are on your sticky notes on your desk, and some are living in your head, and you're hoping not to forget those. Your leads are not lost. They are just unorganized. And that is the problem that you can actually fix. And you can fix that today with a system that takes less than 1 hour to set up. This is what this video is all about. Lead organization made simple for new real estate agents who are tired of leads falling through the cracks and in between the fingers. This channel is your AI partners, where we build practical AI workflows for new real estate agents. And I want to be clear about this right away. This video is not about fancy CRMs. It's not about complicated software. And it's not about spending tons of money on tools that you don't understand and that takes days and weeks to set up, right? It's about getting organized enough that no lead ever slips through the cracks again. And you're using AI to help you do this faster than you can do on your own. By the end of this video, you'll know how to sort every lead that you have right now into 3 simple categories. You'll learn what your CRM is actually for and why many new agents use it incorrectly. You'll learn 5 data fields that matter most when you're saving a lead. You'll learn how to use an AI prompt to build a simple follow-up note in a matter of seconds. And you'll learn how to run a 10-minute lead audit every single week. So let's get to it. Now, before you open up any app, before you create a spreadsheet, I want you to do something that's going to feel probably almost too simple. I want you to sort your leads into 3 piles. That's it. 3 simple piles. Now, pile number 1 that's going to be your hot pile. Now, these are people you have talked to in the last 30 days. They are actively seeking. They are asking you questions. They're responding to your emails and your text messages. Pile number 2 is the warm pile. Now, these are people who have shown interest but have not made any moves yet. Maybe they have said they're still thinking about it, or maybe the timing is just not right for them, or maybe they went quiet on you in the last week or 2 when you sent out messages or tried to give them a phone call. Pile number 3 now is that's going to be the cold pile. Now, these are older leads, people you have not heard from in the last 60 days or so. They are not gone. They just need a different type of follow-up. So you have hot, warm, cold. Now, this is your whole system just for right now. Everything else will build on top of this. Now, here's why this matters. Most new agents treat every lead the same way. They either follow up with everyone obsessively, or they follow up a little too lightly, or maybe not at all, because they don't have a system that tells them what kind of attention each lead actually needs. A hot lead needs to be replied to immediately, today, right? A warm lead needs maybe a weekly check-in, whereas a cold lead needs a low-pressure touch point, maybe once a month or every couple weeks. Different piles, different cadence, different messages. Now, once you know which pile your lead belongs in, you now always know what to do next. I want to talk about CRMs for a second, because many new agents either avoid them completely, or they spend hours setting them up and learning them, and then actually either never using them or using them incorrectly. See, your CRM is not your database, right? It's a simple reminder system for the most part. And that's it, right? It's a place that tells you who to connect, what about, and when. You don't need to track 50 data points per lead, right? You don't need a perfect system on day 1 as a new real estate agent, right? You need something that's going to tell you at 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning, I'm going to call Mary, and she liked the house on Maple Drive. She is a hot lead because she's asking questions and responding quickly. See, this is the job of your CRM, to remind you, prompt you, and then keep you moving forward. Now, there are a lot of CRM options out there. Now, some of them are free, some of them are expensive, some are built specifically for real estate. But here's what I recommend for the new agent. Start with whatever you have right now and what you will actually use. For some people, that is a real estate CRM like Follow Up Boss or Lion does. For others, it's a simple Google Sheet. And for a few, it's going to be a notes app on their phone or on their tablet. The perfect CRM that goes unused will never outperform the Google Sheet that you check every morning. So start simple. Build the habit first and then upgrade to your tools later. Okay, so now we have our 3 piles, and you know what your CRM is for. So now let's talk about what you actually save when you add a new lead to your CRM, because many new agents capture too much information, or they capture almost nothing at all. Here are 5 data fields that actually matter the most to you. Field number 1 is going to be obvious, right? You want the name and the contact information. But make sure that you have a phone number and an email address if possible. Texting is not going to be enough if that's the only way you have to reach them. Field number 2 is going to be your source. Where did the lead come from? Did it come from an open house, a Zillow, a referral, an Instagram DM, or a cold call? Knowing the source tells you how warm that lead already is off the bat. Field number 3 is the lead's situation in just one sentence. For example, a lead is buying a house in Atlanta, Marietta. The budget is $400,000. The lead is in a lease that ends next month. One sentence is enough to remember what this person wants and who this person is. The 4th field is going to be a last contact date. This is one of those fields that most agents forget, new and experienced. And it is the one that will cost you the most leads if you leave it blank. If you do not track when you last reached out, you will go silent without even realizing it. Field number 5, the next action. Not a vague reminder, a specific action, not just follow up, right? You would say something like follow up on Monday with market update details for Marietta, for Atlanta. All right, so you have your 5 fields. You have the name, source, situation, last contact, and next action. Those are the 5 fields that are most important to you that you're gonna want to capture every time you add a new lead to your system, be it a spreadsheet, CRM, whatever. Now, here's why AI makes this incredibly fast. After every lead conversation, you can drop the basic details into a prompt and get back a clean, organized lead summary that you can paste right into your CRM. So you would do something or write something like, here's a sample AI prompt. You say something like, write 1 paragraph CRM note for a real estate lead. Their name is Mary. She came from an open house on Maple Drive. She is looking to buy a property in Marietta, Atlanta school district. The budget is $400,000. Currently in a lease that ends next month. I spoke with her today. Her next action is a follow-up text on Monday with 2 similar listings. See, AI will then give you a clean, organized note back in seconds. And we'll review this in the course. All you'll have to do is just paste it in and then you'll move on. See, this is how you stay organized without spending a whole lot of your day doing admin work. Now, here's where a lot of new agents get stuck. They set up a system, they add a few leads, and then life gets busy. And 2 weeks later, the system is already out of date. And it feels too overwhelming to turn back and then catch up. So they just stop using it. I want to give you a habit that prevents all that, right? And it's called a 10-minute lead audit. Now, this is going to be one of the single most important things that you can do just once a week to keep your pipeline organized. Now, you pick one time slot that works the best in your week, right? Just 10 minutes. Maybe it's on a Monday, and that seems to work for a lot of agents, or maybe a Friday afternoon right before the weekend rush. Whatever the case is, during those 10 minutes, you're going to do 4 things. First, you're going to scan all of your hot leads. Just run through them all. Did everyone get a follow-up this week? If not, who needs one today? Second, check your last contact dates. Anyone you have not touched in more than, say, 7 days, you move those to the top of your list. Third, update your next action for any lead where the situation has changed. For example, if Mary has reached out and she says she needs another month, right? Then reschedule your follow-up accordingly. Fourth, move any lead that has gotten cold, move them down 1 rung, right? So if they started off hot and then you lost touch with them, move them down to the warm pile. A lead who is hot 2 weeks ago but has gone silent today, we're going to look at them as warm. See, this is not a failure. This is just an honest assessment of the situation. 10 minutes, 4 actions every week, and that is your entire audit. Now, this is the difference between a pipeline that builds upon itself every week and the one that leaks. Now, here's the part where AI makes the audit even easier, because at the end of your 10-minute audit, you can ask AI to help you write this week's most important follow-up messages. You give it the lead name, the last conversation, the summary, and the goal for the week. And then it'll give you a draft that you can personalize and then send out in minutes. Your audit now becomes a production session, right? You don't just know who to contact, you leave with the message already written. I want to give you the rule that makes everything we just covered actually work. And it's not a complicated rule. It is not a system. It's not a prompt. It's not a tool. A lead you can find in 10 seconds is a lead that you will actually follow up with. That's it. That's the rule. Simple, but a little bit harder to be committed to than it sounds. The goal of your organization system is not perfection, right? The goal is speed. If it takes you more than 10 seconds to find a lead, then you'll likely not want to follow up with it as often or as much as you should, because the friction of finding that information becomes the excuse to not reach out. But if you can pull that person up, if I can get Mary's information in a matter of seconds, and I can get to her situation, and last time I reached her and what my next course of action is with her, then I have no excuse. I just go ahead and do it, right? So fast access beats perfect organization every single time. Now, we just covered 5 steps. Sort your leads into 3 piles. Use your CRM as a reminder system and not a database. Save the 5 fields that actually matter. Run a 10-minute lead audit once a week. 10 minutes, and keep everything fast enough that you can find within seconds. See, this is a complete lead organization system. But here's what this video does not do. It does not give you the necessary templates, the AI prompts that autofill your CRM notes for you, or the weekly audit workflow laid out for you step by step, or the business setup checklist that makes sure that nothing falls through the cracks from day one. That is what the AI follow-up fix kit is built for. Inside, you're going to get a complete lead organization system with Google Sheets templates included. You're going to get AI prompts that write your CRM notes for you in seconds. You're going to get a weekly 10-minute audit workflow that you can run on autopilot. You're going to get follow-up sequences for hot, warm, and cold leads built on the inside. You're also going to get a new agent business checklist so nothing gets missed. See, the link for this is going to be in the description below. But now, if you're not ready for the full kit, grab one of our 2 kits. We have the free AI Essential Starter Kit, which is going to give you some basic prompts. And then we have the AI Follow-Up Prompt and Template Kit, which is going to give you substantially more prompts. It's going to add additional templates as well. It's going to give you realistic scenarios in which you can apply those prompts and templates. Also in the description below. So start somewhere. At the free, the small, or get the full kit, but start somewhere. If this was useful to you, hit subscribe. I put out a new video every week on practical AI workflows for new real estate agents. No AI hype, no complicated tech talk, just systems that actually work. And drop a comment below. Tell me, where are your leads living right now? Text messages, sticky notes in your head, wherever, just share that with us. I read every comment and I will tell you exactly what to do. The links are below. I'll see you in the next one.